Ideally, you want to try to bracket it and say success is in the envelope of outcomes. In the beginning, there will be few people who believe in you or in what you're doing, but then over time, as you make progress, the evidence will build, and more and more people will believe in what you're doing.
We don't love this product, but we think others will love it. That's not really how it works. If you don't love it, don't expect others will either.
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like na 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 na. For my top 10, top 10, top 10, na 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 na. This one's for my top 10.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I make these videos because chances are you are the most ambitious person in your circle, but you know you're capable of more. And you get that push by surrounding yourself with the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, Elon Musk, and my take on his top 10 rules of success. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Try hard.
You look for innovative people when you hire them. Is it something that is pretty easily learnable, or is there some innate quality in the people that succeed?
I think it is learnable. I mean, step number 1 would be try. and have you tried? And have you tried hard? And if you haven't tried hard, try hard. I think it is learnable. It's not some mysterious thing. It's just basically just be like an absolute perfectionist about the product that you make, the service that's provided. Seek negative feedback from all quarters. From customers, from people who aren't customers, like, hey, okay, what can we make this? How can we make this better? I think it's absolutely learnable. And just if you find yourself spending a lot of time in getting presentations and reviewing spreadsheets, you're barking up the wrong tree. That's the effect, not the cause. So just get out there on the factory floor, get out there in the stores, talk to customers, think about what would you love to have. Oh, and sometimes I think, and I've had this conversation at Telsa a few times, where it's like we're trying to think, okay, at times, like, we don't love this product, but we think others will love it. That's not really how it works. If you don't love it, don't expect others will either.
Rule number 2, be persuasive.
If you think about a company is a group of people that are organized to create a product or service. That's what a company is. So in order to create such a thing, you have to convince others to join you in your effort. And so they have to be convinced that it's a sensible thing, that that there's at least some reasonable chance of success, and if there is success, that the reward will be commensurate with the effort involved. So I think that's getting people to believe in what you're doing and in you is important. So in the beginning, there will be few people who believe in you or in what you're doing, but then over time, as you make progress, the evidence will build, and more and more people will believe in what you're doing. So I think it's a good idea when creating a company to have a demonstration, or if it's a product, to have like a good mock-up, or if it's software, to have good demoware, or to be able to sketch something so that people can really envision what it's about. Try to get to that point as soon as possible, and then iterate to make it as real as possible, as fast as possible.
Rule number 3, accept failures.
If you're going to try something innovative, then you're in unexplored territories, so that odds that something will go wrong are pretty high. It's only if you try to do something that is already well understood that there's little chance of failure, but then it will not be interesting or innovative. For sure, uncharted territory will result in failures necessarily. Otherwise, you're not trying hard enough.
Rule number 4, read.
Did you surround yourself with mentors? Who did you look to for advice?
I read a lot of books and talked to lots of people. I didn't have any one person who was a mentor, but I always look for feedback from people around me and feedback from an historical context, which is books basically.
Also, if you want to have more self-belief and more self-confidence, I've created a special free program where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you an unlisted video to help you boost your self-belief and self-confidence. The link to join for free is in the description below.
There are just times when something is important enough, you believe in it enough that you do it in spite of the fear. Before we were able to get the Roadster out, then they'd say, well, you couldn't possibly make that car work. When you want to do something new, you have to apply the physics approach.
Rule number 5, look for competition.
And so you want to have a competitive situation where it's truly competitive, where companies aren't gaming the system, and then where the rules are set correctly, and then you need to be on the alert for regulatory capture, where the referees are in fact captured by the players. Which is, and the players should not control the referees.
Rule number 6, manage your time well.
You're CEO of 2 companies, you're chairman of Solar City. Talk about time management. How on earth do you do this?
Well,
do you get any sleep?
Yeah, sometimes not enough. Sleep is really great, because I find if I don't get enough sleep, then I'm quite grumpy. Obviously, I think most people are that way. And also, I try to sort of figure out what's the right amount of sleep, because I found I could drop below a certain threshold of sleep, and although I'd be awake more hours and I could sustain it, I would get less done because my mental acuity would be affected. So I found generally the right number for me is around 6 to 6.5 hours on average per night.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Right. And any other tips
That is an average, though.
Right. Any other tips on just managing to run 2 companies simultaneously? I mean, do you find? I know you're up here Monday, Tuesday. Is it all Tesla when you're up in Silicon Valley, and all SpaceX Wednesday, Thursday?
Having a having a smartphone is incredibly helpful, because that means you can do email during interstitial periods, like if you're in a car, you're walking in the bathroom, everywhere. You can do email practically when you're awake, and so that's really helpful to have email for SpaceX and Tesla integrated on my phone, and then it's just you have to apply a lot of hours to actually working. So the way I generally do it is I'll be working at SpaceX on Monday, and then Monday night flight to the Bay Area, spend Tuesday and Wednesday in the Bay Area, then at Tesla, and then fly back on Wednesday night, spend Thursday and Friday at SpaceX. In the last several months, then I would fly back here on a Saturday and either spend Saturday and Sunday at Tesla or spend Saturday at Tesla and Sunday at SpaceX.
Rule number 7, expect success.
Generally, you want to embark on something, it's desirable to figure out if success is at least one of the possibilities.
Right, exactly.
Because for sure failure is one of the possibilities.
Yes.
But ideally you want to try to bracket it and say success is in the envelope of outcomes.
Yeah.
And I wasn't quite sure if that was the case. I think success on an academic level would have been quite likely, because you can publish some useless paper, and most papers are pretty useless.
We have a few. Don't take offense. Sorry.
We have how many PhD papers are actually used by someone ever?
No, that's a good point.
Percentage-wise, it's not good.
Yeah.
So it could have been one of those outcomes where you add some leaves to the tree of knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that leaf is nope, it's not possible.
Right.
Right. There goes 7 years of my life. So that was one path, and I was prepared to do that. But then the internet came along, and I was like, okay, the internet
I'm pretty sure success is one of the possible outcomes, and it seemed like I could either do a PhD and watch the internet happen, or I could participate and help build it in some fashion. Like I just couldn't stand the idea of watching it happen.
Yeah.
So so I decided to put things on hold and start an internet company, and that was kind of we worked on internet like publishing software, maps and directions, Yellow Pages, kind of things.
Rule number 8, be innovative.
First of all, when we interview people, we do ask for some evidence of exceptional ability, which in most cases includes innovation. This is not to say that everyone needs to be innovative. But we certainly need those that are doing advanced engineering to be innovative. And ideally, everyone is at least to some degree innovative. So at the interview point, we select for people who want to create new technology, and then the incentive structure is set up such that innovation is rewarded. Making mistakes along the way does not come with a big penalty, but failure to try to innovate at all comes with a big penalty. You'll be fired.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The carrot and stick.
Yes.
That's the stick.
If you don't even try, or somebody doesn't even try to innovate, or their innovation aspirations are not very good, then yeah, they will no longer be at the company.
Rule number 9, look for feedback.
I don't have a mentor per se, although I try to get feedback from as many people as possible. So I have like friends, and I ask them to, what they think of this, that, and the other thing, and as mentioned, Larry Page is a good friend of mine. Value his advice a lot, and I have many other good friends, and so I think it's good to solicit feedback, and particularly negative feedback, actually, because obviously people don't love the idea of giving you negative feedback, unless it's like some, on blogs they do that.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is have fun.
We're gonna look at some memes, right?
Yes.
And say funny things about them.
Well, I think we rate them.
Oh, we rate them. Okay, that's
a
right.
review, and
we're reviewing them
out of 10.
Of course. Okay.
I mean, there's some good memes here.
Is this the first one?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah.
A spoon is just a small bowl on a stick used to eat from a larger bowl. He is earnestly presenting this in Congress.
And you can see how easy it would be to just replace that text and add anything you want there.
It's almost as though he wasn't saying that.
So yeah, I rate this out of what's the scale? 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Is it 1 to 10? Oh, 5, I guess.
Yeah, 6 maybe.
Maybe a 6.
Yeah. It's
particular,
like a mid-range. It's a mid-range meme.
Yeah. I don't think this one's got legs. Also, it's kind of tipping into the political area, which is like, I don't know, who needs it?
You know what would be funny? Get off my lawn.
That would
just get off my lawn. Would be great.
That would be really good. Get off my lawn. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll bump it up another number because so I give it a 6.
Get off my lawn.
Madagascar and Gascar. Oh, I see. So you love Madagascar because it's just such a heartwarming, wonderful film. But then Gascar, you're like, what? I've actually never seen this movie.
Have you never seen Madagascar?
No.
There's a lot of lemurs.
I refuse to watch any movie with the word Gascar in it.
It's not bad. 6.
But no, but really,
I think I'll make you everything is 6.
How do you? But how do you feel about? Is that trippy? Like for real? There's a meme with you in it. Are you sort of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Or have you gotten over that and you're just like, okay.
Well, I mean, this past couple years have been, particularly last year, it was Meme City.
Meme City.
Yeah, Meme City.
Man, that'd be an
I've
interesting
seen a lot
city.
of memes. Okay, now this is a proper quandary.
Okay.
Quandary.
Okay.
Would you step on Stuart Little for $18 billion?
I love how poorly photoshopped. It's like they got a gray color and just erased whatever the hell it's like and just put him in. Yeah, you keep the only sentient mouse, or is it sentient or sentient?
Sentient.
Is it sentient? I say sentient. I've always said sentient.
I've said sentient.
Sentient.
Sentient or sentient.
Okay, what is this? Stop sending me this shit. Wait, that's not Post at all. Who is that guy?
That's me. That's
oh
me.
my
That's
God, is that a
me.
weird combination of you and Post?
Yes.
And is this a real tweet?
No.
Okay. Man, dude, nothing. You can't
That's
believe
pretty good, though.
anything. It is, yeah.
This is where I'm face mashed with Post Malone.
That's a funny meme.
That's a funny one.
You could apply it not only to you, but to other celebrities and
yes.
people. So yeah, I think that's a funny meme. I'm into that.
I'd give it an 8.
Because it could be just like a dumb drawing. It could be it could be so many wonderful things.
I say 8.
8. Yeah, 8. It's a solid 8. Whoa. This is like,
so meta. Me laughing at the idea of me laughing at me.
Jesus Christ.
Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video? And what is your specific plan of action for the next week? When you just watch a video and get motivated by it, you have a 35% chance of following through. But when you get motivated and then create a specific plan of action, you have a 91% chance of following through. That's what we do here, Believe Nation. We get motivated, but then we do something about it. And when you commit to other people, you increase your chances even further of following through. So, what was your biggest takeaway from this video? And then what is your plan of action around it for this week? Put it down in the comments below because I want to celebrate you.
Started out, I actually had one of the very first Twitter accounts, like when it was like less than 10,000 people, and then everyone was tweeting at me like what kind of latte they had at Starbucks, and I'm like, well, this seems like the silliest thing ever. So I deleted my Twitter account, and then someone else took it over and started tweeting in my name. And then a couple of friends of mine, Willie and Jason Calacanis, they both said, hey, you should really use Twitter to get your message out. And also somebody's tweeting in your name and they're saying crazy things. So I was like, I'll say crazy things in my name.
Did you have to pay them?
No, they I'm not sure who it was, but it was, for some reason, I don't know, I got my account back.
Great.
And then I was just, I don't know, to some degree it's like just sort of, I just started tweeting for fun, really. And my early tweets were quite crazy. As I was trying to explain, like, the arc of insanity is short, in that it's not very steep, because it started off insane. And so if it's still insane, it's, it hasn't changed that much. Yeah, and I don't know, it seemed kind of fun to, as I think I've said this before, it's like, some people use their hair to express myself, I use Twitter.
I love that.
If you want 10 more awesome rules from Elon Musk, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
First of all, you don't need college to learn stuff, okay? Everything is available basically for free. You can learn anything you want for free.